Hello, all the wonderful people out there. This is Alexandra speaking. I hope you are well. And we meet today for our new moon reading for the new moon in Libra that is coming tomorrow on Saturday, which is Eastern Hemisphere. It's at about 8:30 in the evening. So it may begin earlier or later where you live, probably even on the 29th of September for some of you. As you can see, the cards are already on the table because I was doing this reading in my native language first. I have a sense of deep healing with this reading, a sense of coming to balance after a long period of fighting and sailing through some obstacles, through some reefs. And we finally arrive at the safe place where we can assess and evaluate what was going on in our life for some time. And now we're ready for the new cycle. This is very important day because this is the beginning of new numerological year. Sorry for that. Because this is the first new moon in Libra. So you can see the cards. We have 6 of air, which is precisely about sailing through obstacles into the new land, into a better place, a place that is safer for you. You are escaping some peril, escaping negative thoughts, leaving that behind, taking only the necessary things with you. I also have strong sense that whatever you'll be doing now, no matter what plans do you have for next lunar month, next week, or even next year, it's really important to write it down. You can see it here. Many quills gathered from many different birds, and notes that are taken. Because what you think today, what you conceive today in your thoughts, is going to be fruitful and impactful on your future. And it's very good not to forget it. Then, it started raining, so I need to move under the roof. Then we have lavender. I love this card because you can see the gardener's tools here. And I'm right now in my garden. You can see it's a very new garden. It has several months, so it's not ready yet, absolutely not, but I love working here. Lavender, which also grows here. This is very peaceful energy. If you have problems sleeping, lavender is definitely the answer. If you fill your pillow with lavender, well, addition of lavender is going to make wonders for your sleep. But generally, this is the place where you can focus, because no matter what's going on around in the world, you are in a place of peace, in a place of inner freedom, where no hurricane can touch you, because you are above it, you are guarded by your own mind. If used properly, mind is a powerful armor and a powerful weapon. This time it creates a safe place, a sanctuary of some kind, and you can dwell there. 4 of air, it also speaks about deep healing, and the main feeling I have with this reading is that for many of us there is this process of deep healing that is very slow, and it's going on. The Hanged One appeared at the bottom of the deck. This is bedrock, a very powerful root that works against all kinds of cancers. This is very, very healthy to eat it, to drink the maceration of it. So try it and let yourself be healed in a slow but very precise and intricate process. Meditate. Meditate tomorrow. Make the list of all things that you've accomplished last year. Cut off everything that doesn't serve you anymore. Do all kinds of processes and rituals that you need in order to left all things behind. And then enter a new chapter with integrity, paying attention and giving focus to your new plans, and write them down. And then we have the oak, powerful tree that also grows here, where I am now. This is my place in the world. A god tree for many indigenous people, especially here where I live in Central Europe. I think it's the most sacred tree, very masculine also. And we can see autumn here. That's what's going to be happening in several days from now. Now the leaves are still green, but I think it's a matter of 2 weeks. And we see the fruits of the tree, the fruits that are really the food for boars. And in fact, trees like oaks and beeches, they regulate the population of boars, of wild pigs, as we say here in Poland. Because if there's plenty of food, there's also plenty of wild animals. This year I see many, very many fruits of beech, not very many of oak. But again, this is nature, it fluctuates. This card, what does it talk about? It speaks about evaluation of things. Probably you were waiting for something for a long time, and now it's time to assess whether it's time to move on, leave it behind, or wait a little longer. It's always a question, does it bring me profit? Is it worthy, really? Is it worthy what I'm doing? And that's what you need to do when the new chapter begins. Ask yourself, was it worthy? And do I want to do it again, still? Or do I want to put my time, attention and effort into something else? But remember, sometimes you have to wait long for these fruits to arrive. Oaks are trees that they grow very slowly. But when they grow, after hundreds of years, they are absolutely wonderful. They are masters of forests, definitely. If you find an oak tree here where I live, sometimes they are really, really huge, and then they are called the monuments, the trees monuments. And they really look like a living creature among tiny pines, because pines are very slender and they only have needles, the greenery at the top, and the oak is like a like a god among them, like a black drawing in the forest. But you have to wait for it. You have to wait a lifetime sometimes. And in this new garden of mine, I have this feeling that it's going to look like a garden after several years. Maybe after 4 years, but maybe after 7, and maybe after 14. And I'm ready for this, because I think this is worthy. It's worth it, definitely. All right, so now, for signs of zodiac. How do you work with this energy of, I think, slowing down, making yourself peaceful with your past, as well as with your future? First, we start with Libra. Libra has a wonderful energy of Queen of Pentacles. Oh, she is powerful. She knows the worth of herself and all things around her. And she makes look things that are difficult. She makes them look easy. So I think she looks directly at this oak, especially that we have oak leaves here. So she's very concentrated on the effort and how does it worked, how does it work out, or how did it work out, the effort. And now she's weighing whether it's worthy or not to continue doing this. And she's skillful in that. So I think Libras will make no mistake in their countings. Then we have Scorpio. The cards are from different decks because I was using different decks for different modalities. This is cardinal sign. Then we have fixed sign. Ace of Pentacles for Scorpio. What a wonderful card. There's no better card for a new moon, I tell you. At least that's what I think. So there's a gift for you. You can start something anew. And it's already worth, it already has some worth. But it's going to be very, very important and even bigger if you decide to work on it. It's just the beginning. It can be really plentiful if you choose to put your hands and your effort and your time into whatever that gift is. The new thing that takes material form. Wonderful. Then Sagittarius, mutable sign. Another ace, Ace of Swords this time. This is new idea. And I think it may indicate the way you see yourself, the way you see your mission. What do you want to do in the world? There's a new truth appearing. So be open to all the new thoughts that come, especially regarding you, your work, your lifetime. Yeah. Whatever you think you are, you may have a new idea about it around the time of new moon. Take it. It's also a very victorious card, so you can successfully cut yourself off the things you don't want in your life and begin with new energy, the energy of truth, the energy of vitality. Capricorn, you have the High Priestess, which is number 2 of major arcanas. So this may indicate that there is something going on with your relationship. There may be a new revelation about your relationship. I know that we usually talk about relationships when lovers occur, but this is number 2. It is about duality. She's sitting between white and black column. So be very careful in that area. Observe carefully what's going on. Open yourself to your intuition because she's supporting this. There may be new information coming in all areas of your life, but especially, I think especially in partnerships, because Libra is very much about partnerships. This may be challenging, I think, because this new moon happens in T-square to your sign. So there's this tension, but I think it can be very vital. I think it can push you into some real change. Aquarius, you have repeated card, 4 of air, 4 of swords. And I was talking about this card, about this eye of cyclone that you're in, if you are in this card. But also remember that it's about healing, and especially healing or balancing your second chakra. You see, the orange color, it's about chakra. So it's the sacral chakra. What you do with your feminine side, how do you treat it? And yeah, how do you find yourself in relationship with your feminine side or with your feminine partner? This is also about it. It may be healed, I think. It may be very well balanced. Do you feel safe? Do you feel sacred? Are you important to yourself? Do you treat yourself seriously enough? But not over seriously. It's all about balance. So, um, if I were Aquarius, and as a matter of fact, I am, I'm Sun Aquarius, I would pay attention to my sixth chakra and probably make some meditation about sixth chakra. There are beautiful tools uh, helping to tune in to the balanced energy of sixth chakra. Work on it. Then, Pisces, you also have Four of Swords. That's the benefit of 3 decks used. If the energy wants to repeat, it can. So, Four of Swords, again, balance, again, finding the peaceful place, letting yourself go to some kind of meditation, finding time, finding space to make it. It's about truth. That's the title of the card. In Pisces, I think it's about not really balancing many different energies, because sometimes we don't have enough energy to balance all energies around us. I always recall how this card looks like in not in Rider-Waite-Smith, but in Thoth Tarot. You have 4 swords and a rose between them, I think. And this is the place of balance and peace. So it's not about balancing these swords. They, in some time space, they are found in this position. And your purpose is to find this position and place yourself in the middle. That's the work to do here. It's not about balancing the swords. It's about finding your place in time-space. It's a different approach, isn't it? Okay. Now, we have Aries. Aries. What is it about? 9 of Swords. Very tense energy. I don't find it really destructive. I think it's rather about finding solution to a difficult situation. It's about using your mind as a tool to resolve a problem. And it's always about perspective. When you see this card, you can see the hands are tied. So you can say, oh, I can't do anything. But look at all these swords. They are all sharp. That's why I'm saying the mind is a powerful tool if we choose to use it in that way. You can really cut this easily, and your hands are free and you can do whatever you want. Just look at the swords not as a threat. Look at them as your friends. And remember, thoughts change constantly. They are like clouds in the sky. They don't change the sky. Sorry, these are my dogs. And they sometimes act like that. They like to be here, really. Because they are free here. Okay, now we have Aries. 2 of Wands for Aries. Beautiful card. It's connected with heart chakra. So whatever your plans are, act from the depths of your heart, not only from your mind. Sorry. Elmo! Chodź tutaj. Elmo! That they are moved by something. Probably an animal of some kind is moving in Vincity. So, 2 of Wands. This is Mars in Aries, so it's very, very fiery energy. but it's a time that the energy stops really, and it's time to see which way do you want to go, which way do you want to choose, because there are many ways to achieve what you want to achieve. Now it's time to look from a high place of your heart, and decide. Sorry, I need to do something with my dogs because I can't work. Spokój, cisza, nic tutaj się nie dzieje. No, cicho. Okay, let's see if it's gonna be quieter. Now for Gemini, we have Eight of Cups. I have sense of relief here, very strong relief. You're leaving something behind, and you do it with lightness in your heart. There's really no way to stay in this energy, because there is this fresh new greenness asking you to follow it. And I love the energy of Eight of Cups because there is no hesitation here. You may have a very clear vision of what it was. All these cups you had, these 8 cups, they are arranged in a certain way, but you know it's not working anymore. There's no doubt about it. So there's a great sense of relief and lightness in this. All dogs are barking now. In everywhere where they are barking now. Sorry for that. I didn't expect that to happen, really. Now, this is Cancer, Two of Pentacles. For me, Two of Pentacles is mostly about what you do in your everyday life, and does it bring you closer to what you really are and to who you really are, and what is your purpose in life. Ej, psy! Uspokójcie się! No ile można? They are talking. They say it's about work-life balance, right? I imagine this. Sorry, I have to pause. I'm sorry. I will be back.